The journey of Apple. It all started back on April 1, 1976, when Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne founded Apple Computers Company. The company's first product was the Apple I, a computer designed and built entirely by Wozniak. The Apple I was sold as a motherboard with CPU, RAM, and basic chips, a base kit concept which would not yet be marketed as a complete personal computer. Apple Computer Inc. was incorporated on January 3, 1976, without Wayne, who had left and sold his share of the company back to Jobs and Wozniak for $800 only 12 days after having co-founded Apple. By the end of 1970s, Apple had a staff of computer designers and a production line. On December 12, 1980, Apple went public selling 4.6 million shares at $22 per share, generating over $100 million, which was more capital than any IPO since Ford Motor Company. In 1984, Apple launched the Macintosh, the first personal computer to be sold without a programming language. Macintosh sales were initially good but began to taper off after the first 3 months due to its high price, slow speed, and limited range of available softwares. In early 1985, this decrease in sales triggered a power struggle between Steve Jobs and CEO John Sculley, who had been hired 2 years earlier by Jobs. Sculley decided to remove Jobs as the general manager of the Macintosh division and gained unanimous support from the Apple board of directors. Rather than submit to Sculley's direction, Jobs attempted to expel him from his leadership role at Apple. Sculley found out that Jobs had been attempting to organize a coup and called an emergency executive meeting and stripped Jobs of all operational duties. Jobs resigned from Apple in September 1985 and took a number of Apple employees with him to found Next Inc. Wozniak has also quit his active employment at Apple earlier in 1985, expressing his frustration that the company had been going in the wrong direction for the last 5 years. After that, Apple experimented with a number of other unsuccessful consumer targeted products during the 1990s, including digital cameras, portable CD audio players, speakers, video consoles, and TV applications. Enormous resources were used, but it all went in vain based on John Sculley's unrealistic market forecast. Throughout this period, Microsoft continued to gain market share with Windows by focusing on delivering software to inexpensive personal computers, while Apple was delivering a richly engineered but expensive experience. Apple relied on high profit margins and never developed a clear response. Instead, they sued Microsoft for using a GUI similar to the Apple Lisa. The lawsuit dragged on for years before it was finally dismissed. At this time, a series of major product flops and missed deadlines damaged Apple's reputation, and Sculley was replaced as CEO by Michael Spindler. In 1996, Spindler was replaced by Gil Amelio as CEO. Hired for his reputation as a corporate rehabilitator, Amelio made deep changes, including expensive layoffs and cost cutting. After numerous failed attempts to modernize macOS, Apple in 1997 purchased Next for its Next Step operating system and to bring Steve Jobs back. Apple was only weeks away from bankruptcy when Jobs returned. On July 9, 1997, Amelio was removed by the board of directors after overseeing a 3-year record low stock price and crippling financial losses. Jobs acted as the interim CEO and began restructuring the company's product line. It was during this time that he identified the design talent of Jonathan Ive, and the pair worked together to rebuild Apple's status. At the August 1997 Macworld Expo in Boston, Jobs announced that Apple would join Microsoft to release new versions of Microsoft Office for the Macintosh. And the Microsoft had made a $150 million investment in non-voting Apple stocks. On August 15, 1998, Apple introduced a new all-in-one computer, successor of the Macintosh 128K, the iMac. The iMac design team was led by Eve, who would later design the iPod and the iPhone. The iMac featured modern technology and a unique design and sold almost 800,000 units in the first 5 months. During his keynote speech at the Macworld Expo on January 9, 2007, Jobs announced that Apple Computer Inc. would thereafter be known as Apple Inc. because the company has shifted its emphasis from computers to consumer electronics. This event also saw the announcement of the iPhone and Apple TV. The company sold 270,000 iPhone units during the first 30 hours of sales, and the device was called a game changer for the industry. Apple would achieve widespread success with its iPhone, iPod Touch, iPad products, which introduced innovations in mobile phones, portable music players, and personal computers respectively. From 2011 to 2012, Apple released the iPhone 4S and iPhone 5, which featured improved cameras, an intelligent software assistant named Siri, and cloud sync data with iCloud. The third and fourth generation iPads, which featured Retina display, and the iPad mini, which featured a 7.9-inch screen in contrast to the iPad's 9.7-inch screen. As of now, during its annual WWDC keynote speech on June 22, 2020, Apple announced it will transition the Mac away from Intel processors to processors developed in-house. This is the journey of Apple from Apple Computer Inc. to Apple Inc. Apple is one of highly successful companies that defy the traditional notions of corporate culture. Steve Jobs often walked around the office barefoot even after Apple became a Fortune 500 company. By 1984, Apple's informal culture had become a key trait that differentiated it from its competitors. As the company has grown and been led by a series of differently opinionated chief executives, it has arguably lost some of its original character. Nonetheless, it has maintained a reputation for fostering individuality and excellence that reliably attracts talented workers, particularly after Jobs returned to the company. At Apple, employees are intended to be specialists who are not exposed to functions outside their area of expertise. Jobs saw this as means of having best-in-class employees in every role. Apple is known for strictly enforcing accountability. Each person has a direct responsible individual or DRI. As an example, when iOS Senior Vice President Scott Forstall refused to sign Apple's official apology for numerous errors in the redesigned Maps app, he was forced to resign. Apple has a strong culture of company secrecy and has an anti-leak global security team that recruits from the National Security Agency, NSA, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, and the United States Secret Service. In December 2017, Glassdoor said Apple was the 48th best place to work, having originally entered at rank 19 in 2009, peaking at rank 10 in 2012, and falling down the ranks in subsequent years. Apple Energy LLC is a wholly owned subsidiary of Apple Inc. that sells solar energy. Apple solar farms in California and Nevada have been declared to provide around 500 megawatts of solar generation capacity. Following campaigns by Greenpeace in 2008, Apple became the first electronics manufacturer to fully eliminate all polyvinyl chloride, PVC, and BFRs in its complete production line. Following a Greenpeace protest, Apple released a statement in 2012 committing to ending its use of coal and shifting to 100% renewable clean energy. By 2013, Apple was using 100% renewable energy to power their data centers. Overall, 75% of the company's power came from clean renewable energy. In 2015, Greenpeace praised Apple on their environmental practices, saying, Apple's commitment to renewable energy has helped set a new bar for the industry, illustrating in very concrete terms that a 100% renewable internet is within its reach. On July 21, 2020, Apple announced its plan to become carbon neutral across its entire businesses, manufacturing supply chains, and product life cycle by 2030. In the next 10 years, Apple will try to lower emissions with a series of innovative actions, including low carbon product design, process and material innovations, and carbon removal. In April 2021, Apple said that it has started a $200 million fund in order to combat climate change by removing 1 million metric ton of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere each year. All Apple products now have mercury-free displays, arsenic-free glass, and non-PVC cables. In February 2016, Apple issued a US $1.5 billion green bond, the first ever of its kind by a US tech company. The green bond proceeds are dedicated to the financing of environmental projects.
Let us discuss in brief about all products produced by Apple. Let's start with Macintosh. The Macintosh, mainly Mac since 1998, is a family of personal computers designed, manufactured, and sold by Apple. Originally as Apple Computer since January 1984. Macintosh systems were successful in education and desktop publishing, making Apple the second largest PC manufacturer for the next decade. In the early 1990s, Apple introduced the Macintosh LC2 and Color Classics, which were price competitive with Wintel. Wintel is a desktop designed by MS in partnership with Intel machines at the time. Apple sells a variety of computer accessories for Macs. If we look at the different products belonging to this family, they are as follows. iMac. It is a consumer all-in-one desktop computer which was introduced in 1998. Mac Mini. It is a consumer sub-desktop computer which was introduced in 2005. Then we have MacBook Pro, professional notebook introduced in 2006. After that, Mac Pro. It is a workstation desktop computer introduced in 2006. MacBook Air, a consumer ultra-thin, ultra-portable notebook introduced in 2008. Apart from this, they have an iPod. Apple introduced iPod on October 23, 2001. Apple introduced the iPod digital music player. Several updated models have since been introduced. The iPod brand is now the market leader in portable music players by a significant margin. Apple has partnered with Nike to offer the Nike Plus iPod Sports Kit, enabling runners to synchronize and monitor their runs with iTunes and the Nike Plus website. Next we have iPhone. At the Macworld Conference and Expo in January 2007, Steve Jobs introduced the long-anticipated iPhone, a convergence of an internet-enabled smartphone and iPod. The first generation iPhone was released on June 29, 2007. After that, they continuously brought many versions related to that. If we look at present situation, on September 14, 2021, Apple launched the iPhone 13, iPhone 13 mini, iPhone 13 Pro, and the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Then next we have iPad. On January 27, 2010, Apple introduced their much anticipated media tablet, the iPad. It offers multi-touch interaction with multimedia formats, including newspapers, ebooks, photos, videos, music, word processing documents, video games, and most existing iPhones apps using a 9.7-inch screen. After this, many versions of it were introduced like iPad Pro, iPad Air, iPad Mini. Recently, on April 20, 2021, Apple released the 5th generation iPad Pro with the same design as the 4th generation iPad Pro, except the 12.9-inch version is slightly thicker and heavier. Next product is Apple Watch. Apple smartwatch was announced by Tim Cook on September 9, 2014. Being introduced as a product with health and fitness tracking, it was released on April 24, 2015. In this segment also, Apple produced different models with updated features like Watch 2, Watch 3, 4 and 5. On September 15, 2020, Apple introduced the Apple Watch Series 6 with an emphasis on fitness, featuring blood oxygen measurement and ECGs among other fitness features. They also introduced the Apple Watch SE on the 18th of the same month. Other producers includes HomePad, electric vehicles, electric cars. If we look at the softwares, then Apple developed its own operating systems to run on its devices, including Mac OS for Mac personal computers, iOS for its iPhone and iPod Touch mobile devices, iPad OS for its iPad tablets, Watch OS for its Apple Watch smartwatches, and TV OS for its Apple TV digital media player. For iOS, iPad OS, and Mac OS, Apple also developed its own software titles, including Pages for writing, Numbers for spreadsheets, and Keynote for presentation, as part of its iWork productivity suite. For Mac OS, it also offers iMovie and Final Cut Pro X for video editing, and GarageBand and Logic Pro X for music creation. Apple also offers online services with iCloud, which provides cloud storage and synchronization for a wide range of user data, including documents, photos, music, device backups, and application data, and Apple Music, its music and video streaming service. Apple is the world's largest information technology company by revenue, the world's largest technology company by total assets, and the world's second largest mobile phone manufacturer after Samsung. In May 2013, Apple entered the top 10 of the Fortune 500 list of companies for the first time, rising 11 places above its 2012 ranking to take the 6th position. The company's worldwide annual revenue in 2013 totaled $170 billion. Let's look at tax practice of Apple. Apple has created subsidiaries in low tax places such as Ireland, Netherlands, Luxembourg, and the British Virgin Islands to cut the taxes. According to the New York Times, 1980s, Apple was among the first tech companies to designate overseas salespeople in high tax countries in a manner that allowed the company to sell on behalf of low tax subsidiaries in the other continents, sidestepping income taxes. In the late 1980s, Apple was a pioneer of an accounting technique known as the double Irish with a Dutch sandwich, which reduces taxes by routing profits through Irish subsidiaries and the Netherlands and then to the Caribbean. British Conservative Party Member of Parliament Charlie Elphicke published research on October 30, 2012, which showed that some multinational companies, including Apple, were making billions of pounds of profit in the UK, but were paying an effective tax rate to the UK Treasury of only 3%, well below standard corporation tax. He followed this research by calling on the Chancellor of the Exchequer, George Osborne, to force these multinationals, which also include Google and the Coca-Cola Company, to state the effective rate of the tax that they pay on their UK revenues. Elphicke also said that government contracts should be withheld from multinationals who do not pay their fair share of UK tax. Apple has been criticized for alleged unethical business practices such as anti-competitive behavior, rash allegation, dubious tax tactics, production methods involving the use of sweatshop labor, customer service issues involving allegedly misleading warranties and insufficient data security, and its products' environmental footprint. Critics have claimed that Apple products combine stolen or purchased designs that Apple claims are its original creations. It has been criticized for its alleged collaboration with the US surveillance program. Company denied any collaboration. In 2018-19, Apple faced criticism for its failure to approve NVIDIA WebDrivers for GPUs installed on legacy Mac Pro machines. Without access to Apple approval, NVIDIA WebDrivers, Apple users face replacing their NVIDIA cards with graphic cards produced by supported brands from a list of recommendations provided by Apple to its consumers. In June 2019, Apple issued a recall for its 2015 MacBook Pro Retina 15 following reports of batteries catching fire. The recall affected 432,000 units, and Apple was criticized for the long waiting period consumer experience, sometimes extending up to 3 weeks for replacement to arrive. The company also did not provide alternative replacements or repair options. In December 2019, a report found that the iPhone 11 Pro continues tracking location and collecting user data even after users have disabled location services. In response, an Apple engineer said the location services icon appears for system services that do not have a switch in settings.